Don't you wish you'd taken up the flute? People ask me every day. They really can't conceive it, they really don't believe it, that anyone would choose the bass to play. Anyone would choose the bass to play. Don't you wish you played the clarinet? People ask me with a laugh. I tell them yes, I actually tried to play the clarinet till I accidentally broke the thing in half. Accidentally broke the thing in half. When I was 6, I took up the piano, but us 6-year-olds find so much to distract us. I really hated reading music, and I always cried when it was time to practice, so I took up the guitar. Oh, it was much more fun by far. And I began to solve the riddle. But my brother was a genius, and he mastered the guitar. And very soon I was back on second fiddle. At age 13 I finally found the bass, and I knew I had potential. At age 13 I simply loved the bass. Every note it played seemed so essential. You play a note, it rings out deep and true. Every note you play is up to you. You stand there all alone, completely on your own. Every note you play is up to you. Don't you wish you played the violin? You should put that big thing on a diet. Let me see you fit that underneath your chin. Oh, the bass jokes, they're such a riot. Don't you wish you'd taken up the flute? A question I have heard since God knows when. But I've been lugging basses round since I was a boy, and I do it all again. Yes, I do it all again. I do it all again. Yes, I do it all again. Yes, I do it all again. Fade. Sound. Needs sound. Must have sound. Can't fade without sound. No such thing. Now what's humming? So humming. Something's humming, and I think it's love. Oh no, something's burning. Anyway, good evening, y'all. Good to see everybody. I'm going to turn, see if I can just do, that's what I wanted to do. And now where's my little chat thing from YouTube? Oh, I know this. I'll just put that away. So we have the regulars here, and I'm glad to see it. Glad to see we're all here. I decided I would go ahead and play one of my records I just couldn't resist playing it. Need to hear some pretty music. I mean, don't get me wrong. The bass is just that was lovely. Thank you, Mary Jane. Uh, the bass is lovely, but and I try to make it as musical as I can. Oh, I know what's missing. This light here. That's what's missing. My stand light. And while there's some things to be said for just solo bass, because you really have to play it well. You have to think about it. At the same time, oh, the piano is so pretty. uh, I was thinking when John and I appear on Birdland a couple Saturdays, do I want him to play that piece? That might be interesting. Don't you wish you'd taken up the flute? But I don't really want to make him read so much as to do what he does, you know. So I'm really torn about having him actually. Hello, Sonny. Hello, Al. Hello, Sonny. Hello, Al. It's Jay, your old pal. Hello, Sonny. Hello, Al. Not a lot of Al rhymes I can think of. Your old pal. Hello, Sonny. Hello, Al. Bal, cow, dow, foul, gal, how. My name's not Hal. H-I, jow, cow, low, mal. Mal, nor mal. No. And now, pal, Q, R, L, sal, tal. Not a lot of Al rhymes that I can think of. I mean, one syllable Al rhymes. Pal. Al. Go through the alphabet. A, bow, cow, dow, foul, gal, gal, a gal. Thank you, gal. All right, Al, you would know all the rhymes to your. A little alfalfa. That you're right. You're right. Hello, Al. Alabama. Right, people whose names are shortened. Their real name is Al. Alabama. That's what it is. For me and my Al. Oops, what happened to it? I did something drastic to myself. Right, my gal Sal, and Aloysius, but that's Al. Anyway, hi everybody. It's Wednesday. I worked the last 2 nights. Monday night with a singer named Kate Jones, and the wonderful piano player Ray Gallon, Gallon, and we played at the Flatiron Room, which is really a very fancy room on 26th Street. Very fancy indeed. Think about it. I turn these mics on here. Will this help at all? Possibly. A very fancy room on 26th Street. Really chic. Blue lights and stuff like that. Matter of fact, I did take a video of that. I think I owe it to you to show you the room. Let's see if I can. How fast it'll come up. Oh yeah. Wow, man, here it is. Flatiron Room. Kate Jones is her name, and she is a very good singer. And we had a great time there. And by the way, they served us food. Now, usually that can be it's not the best part of the evening, but there we had salmon. It was about as good as salmon can be at the Flatiron Room. The next morning, so I missed the show Monday night, which was, of course, the 11th. Then yesterday, with being the 12th, that follows, I had a rehearsal with my friend Alex Leonhart over in at his house in Staten Island. He lives at the house that he grew up in. His parents, they have passed away, but he now lives it, and he's refurbished it, and it's beautiful. And we had a nice rehearsal of some very good tunes for his album. Then I went to work I drove right from Staten Island into Manhattan. I left at 4 o'clock and drove up to the east side to 93rd and Lexington to a beautiful little sandwich restaurant called Bread and Wine. Bread, apostrophe, and wine, which is like on Lexington between 93rd, I think it's 93rd and 92nd, right at the corner. Anyway, and I played there with Ray Gallen again, and a lovely tenor player named Dennis. What was his last name? Dennis Allen. That's why I didn't play it. It was two first names. It's like with Dennis Allen, and what a beautiful tenor player he is. Oh my heavens, and so I got the feeling he played a lot of club dates because he knew so many songs and knew them so well. You know, standards, American standards, the stuff that we used to play in club dates 25, 30 years ago, you know, in weddings and parties and stuff like that. And it turns out his father was a famous club date piano player whose name I can't quite think of. No, I can't think of his name. I can't think of his father's name. Femme fatale. Thank you. Alfalfa, something to chew on. Thank you. For me and my Al. Remember my gal, Sal. You guys are very busy. And then Monday night, last night, I went and played there from 6:30 to 9:30. And the guy is just great. He's a beautiful player. And the food was pretty good. Pretty good. And so I've played a lot of sets in the last 3 days. So I'm not dying to play any more. You know, 10, 12 sets of music, slugging away at that old bass. And I got to lower the action on that bass, but I'm going to do it anyway. But tonight, I must leave at 7:30. I must leave at 7:30 because I'm going to pick up Vaughn, who went to Milo's birthday party and then has no ride home because somebody very important to the whole process tested positive for COVID and didn't go. Therefore, let me just check my messages to see. Okay, no, there's a 7:30, 8 o'clock. Somewhere likely 8ish, somewhere between 7:30 and 8. So I've got to leave at 7:30 this afternoon. I'm sorry. I know it's a bitter pill, but I've got to go over and get the car and go pick up Vaughn downtown. And yeah, he can get home, but the subway at night, he's not thrilled with that, and neither are we. So I started writing a song today, writing a lyric, because we were sitting there last night at this place, and we were talking about Fine and Dandy, and I said, who wrote Fine and Dandy? And then Everybody grabbed their phone, and I knew I didn't want to look it up. I didn't want to go getting any more information. Who wrote Fine and Dandy? Someone asked me. I started to look it up on my phone. Then a sense of weariness came over me. I only wished to leave my phone alone. I didn't want to go and search the internet. I didn't really want the aggravation. I didn't even want the answer. And I didn't need more information. Suddenly I longed for the good old days of ignorance where answers were much harder to procure, where you had to read a book or maybe ask a friend, or just remain unsure. There was no need to get the answer instantly. You'd do it later or whatever. And if you could not live without knowing what the answer was, and if you could live with not knowing what the answer was, you could put it off forever. But no longer can we delay this pursuit of knowledge. We have to have the answer. Now we have to have the answer right now. Take that phone and start the search in a subway or in a church. In the last line, I couldn't rhyme. But see, who knows? And then I thought about it. I said, the melody, I'm not just going to write I'm not going to waste my time writing thoughtless melodies. I'm going to write good melodies to these songs. I would like to write nice melodies to these songs. And I've written them occasionally, try to write nice melodies, but usually they just came out as I played the chords. Take the words and go, who wrote Fine and Dandy? Someone asked me. I started to look it up. So I went and grabbed my phone. That's what it has to be. Then I looked it up on my phone. It's too many words. So I grabbed my phone. Then a sense of weariness came over me. I only wished to leave my phone alone. And the whole song is just about suddenly realizing, I don't want to look anything up. I don't want the information. I don't want to know. I don't want to go on the internet and look at all these things and the words that everybody knows everything. Just let me live here. Just be alive. That's all I wanted. That's all I'm after. Who wrote Fine and Dandy? Quick, let me look it up. Someone asked me who wrote Fine and Dandy. So I grabbed my phone. Then a sense of weariness came over me, and I only wished to leave my phone alone. I didn't want to go and search the internet. I didn't want the aggravation. I really didn't need the answer. Didn't want the information. Suddenly I longed for the good old days of ignorance, where answers were much harder to procure, where you had to read a book or inquire of somebody. Or just remain unsure. There was no need to get the answer instantly. You'd figure it all out later or whatever. And if you could live without knowing what the answer was, then you'd put it off forever. Now, see, my lines are not equal. So, and I don't think that's too hard to do. I never take a song, a poem, and try to break, like, you know, do de do do da do da da, do da do da di da, da do da do da do da do do do, da da do da, and then write identically to that the second chorus. But I could do that. That's not a matter of fact. That just dawned on me. Maybe that's how some of those songs get written. They start off with a line. Yeah, I think that's probably it. You start off with two lines you really like. Like, let's say, not that I love this, but let's use this as an example. Who wrote fine and dandy? Someone asked me. So I grabbed my phone. Now the answer would, the best thing would go do da do da do da do da da. Then a sense of weariness stood there. And I only wished to leave my phone alone. See, now that's good. It's hardly a wonderful lyric, but it's worth working at. And then you say to yourself, I don't want to sing that. That's not worth singing. Well, maybe it is. I didn't want to go and search. I didn't want to go and search the internet. I didn't need the aggravation. Didn't need the aggravation. I didn't the answer. I didn't need the information. Okay. So it needs to be pondered. But I'm actually trying to write a song that has a, because it's just this, playing the songs that I played over the COVID period, I saw how they constructed, how beautiful melodies, how memorable melodies are not so casual. Like mine will, I can take what I've written, I don't have to even bother to shape it. I can just go, shape the lyric, I can just go, you know. Who wrote fine and dandy? Who wrote fine and dandy? Someone asked me. So I grabbed my phone. Then a sense of weariness came over me. I only wished to leave my phone alone. Now that's not a bad, that falls pretty nicely. And this, I didn't want to go and search the internet. I didn't want the aggravation. I was not hungry for the information. See, it's falling together already. I didn't need the information. Suddenly I long for the good old days. Suddenly I long for the good old days of ignorance, where answers were much harder to procure. Oh, suddenly I'm it sounded like I changed keys, but I didn't really. You say you got her number. You say you are so smart. But don't say I did not warn you, friend, 'cause she's gonna break your heart. You say that I don't scare you. You're as strong as you can be. Well, she'll have you howling like a dog in the kennel. Just you wait and see, because she's mean. She's mean. She's a genuine, bona fide heartbreak machine. You say that don't bother you. You say, what's all the fuss? Soon you're gonna feel like a poor little beagle run over by a greyhound bus. See, I wrote this song in order to have a bunch of metaphors, like country music. I made it rather gruesome. You say that this don't bother you. You say, what is the fuss? Well, soon you're gonna feel like a poor little beagle run over by a greyhound bus. Your heart just loves to wander. Your heart just loves to roam. Well, just like General Custer and his boys, you're gonna wish that you never left home. Because she's mean. She's mean. Doo-dee-doo-doo. She's a genuine, bona fide heartbreaker machine. This time you're playing with fire. The fire's very hot. Your will of steel gonna melt right down into that smelting pot. She's another 3 Mile Island. She's a nuclear reactor. And just like a squirrel neath, you're gonna feel like a squirrel neath a big steamroller or a bug in a trash compactor. 'Cause she's mean. She's mean. She's a genuine, bona fide heartbreak machine. 7:25. I have to leave at, I'll be back tomorrow night. Thursday night. I will be here Thursday night. But I have to leave soon to go pick up Vaughn. Because he'll be stranded. We don't want to strand the boy. We want him to be happy and find peace and joy. Oops. I should have done that first. But I think it's still the same. What I don't do these days is I don't spend enough time at the process of songwriting. That's what it takes. It takes time. Well, listen, I had my blood tested today. See my little Band-Aid. And among other things, the doctor, it was for my cardiologist. She's mine cardiologist. Everything's great with my card. And she tested me she did a blood test for COVID antibodies. Well, that's a very sophisticated test. So soon we'll be finding out about my COVID antibodies. Because I said I've had all the boosters you can get and all the shots you can get. But I'm still thinking, this new BA5, is that what it is? It's grabbing us. It's grabbing everybody. I don't want to get it. This is a terrible thing. I got to clean up this area. That area has to be cleaned up. I can't be doing that trick anymore. So I'm just going to have to peacefully leave us all and walk over to the garage, get in my car. I won't be late, and I will see you all tomorrow. We'll find maybe I'll work on this song and have it in better shape for tomorrow. I think I'll do it. This is a good exercise. And maybe I'll turn it into a good song. I'm going to play the same song we came in on. But I can't do that. If I leave a song on, if I leave the thing on and the songs play for a while, then YouTube really gets annoyed with me. Good night, guys. I will see you tomorrow at the appointed time. It's 6:55. So I'll just say good night to us, and I'll leave with a lovely picture of Tomoko and me. Oh, it goes back and forth. I see. I just found it. So I'll make the print bigger. I'll have fun. I'll go make the print really big. And then watch this. I'm sort of learning how to do this. All right, y'all. I will see you tomorrow. And goodbye, Helmer. Where'd you go, Helmer?